Baby bus!
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Little Piggums can't wake up.
Where's the police? There's trouble. There's a bird selling poisonous sodas.
What? Poisonous sodas? I would never! I'm a good bird!
At the entrance of Forestville Police Station, Mrs. Piggums was pulling Mr. Ostrich by his wing, dragging him inside. Mr. Ostrich was struggling with all his might. As they were pulling and tugging on each other, Mrs. Piggums pulled too hard, and a few feathers were plucked from Mr. Ostrich's wing.
Woof! What's going on here?
A figure wearing a blue police uniform walked out. It was the renowned Sheriff Labrador of Forestville. When Mrs. Piggums and Mr. Ostrich saw the sheriff, they pointed at each other at once.
He's selling poisonous sodas.
She said I'm selling poisonous sodas!
Poisonous sodas?
That's right. Before his nap, my son, Little Piggums, drank half a bottle of the soda we bought from Mr. Ostrich. He's been sleeping ever since, and we can't wake him up. I was so worried, I took him to the hospital.
Saying that, Mrs. Piggums took out half a bottle of soda from her bag.
It's this bottle of soda! This bottle of soda must be poisonous! Oh, dear! Sheriff Labrador, you must help me!
Oh, no! Sheriff Labrador, I'm being falsely accused! I'm innocent! Oh, no!
Mr. Ostrich was so nervous he kept scratching the top of his head. He lost a few more strands of hair and became even balder.
I've sold sodas for over 10 years, and I've never had any issues. I'm innocent.
It's you!
It's not me!
It's you!
It's really not me. If you don't believe me, I'll drink this soda right here in front of you.
Mr. Ostrich snatched the bottle of soda from Mrs. Piggums and gulped the rest of it down.
See? I drank the soda and I'm all right. Do you believe me now? I'm innocent.
This...
Mrs. Piggums, it looks like you've wrongly accused Mr. Ostrich. I think Little Piggums may have been poisoned by other foods. Mrs. Piggums, can you take me to your house for a look around? Maybe I can find some clues.
Of course.
Mrs. Piggums brought Sheriff Labrador to her home. Sheriff Labrador took out his magnifying glass and looked around carefully. Suddenly, an opened white medicine bottle on the bedside table caught his attention.
Mrs. Piggums, is this cold medicine? Medicine in the house should be stored in a place where children can't reach it. Why did you leave this medicine out, and with the lid off?
Mrs. Piggums took the medicine bottle from the sheriff in embarrassment.
I forgot. I'll store this away safely. Wait! Something's not right. Last night, after taking this medicine, I remembered putting the lid on firmly. Where's the lid now?
Cold medicine? Can't wake up. Oh, could Little Piggums have...
Sheriff Labrador suddenly thought of something, and his dark eyes suddenly lit up.
Mrs. Piggums, look carefully. Is the amount of cold medicine right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! Sheriff Labrador! Some of the pills are gone. What happened?
I think I know what happened. Little Piggums took some of your cold medicine, which is why he's been sleeping for so long.
Medicine can't be taken at just any time. It's dangerous. My goodness, I hope my son is okay.
Just then, the Forestville Hospital called. Little Piggums was awake. Sheriff Labrador and Mrs. Piggums rushed to the hospital at once.
Little Piggums took too many cold pills and he had symptoms of drug poisoning. It's a good thing you brought him to the hospital in time. If you brought him later, his life might have been in danger.
My goodness, it was so serious. Thank you, doctor. Silly child, you don't have a cold. Why did you take the cold medicine?
I'm sorry, Mommy. I saw Mommy taking the pills and I wanted to eat them too. They were sweet and I thought they were candy.
Mrs. Piggums, You should be more careful in the future. You can't leave your medicine just anywhere. You must also teach little Piggums that medicine is not candy, and it cannot be taken unless needed.
Okay, I will.
Mini episode on safety. Woof!
Oh, I'm so tired. Little hamster, I'm a little hungry too.
Oh, my fruit candy is all gone. Aha! I saw a few bottles of candy on Daddy's study table yesterday. I'll go get them for you.
Oh? Wait, little hamster, did your mommy and daddy tell you it's candy on the table?
No, but they're so colorful and look like candy, so it must be candy.
Oh? Little hamster, we shouldn't eat them. What looks like candy might be medicine, and eating it will make us sick.
Yes, Little Piggums is right. Don't touch or eat anything unless you know it's safe. Sheriff Labrador's Safety Talk. If you take medicine when you're not sick, you may become dizzy, have a headache, or tummy ache. And in serious cases, you may even have symptoms of drug poisoning. It's very dangerous. Friends, never take medicine unless you're actually sick. Whoop.
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Little Pig is missing again.
Stop! You on the bike! Stop!
The sky was gloomy. Mr. Pig was riding his bike on the road at top speed. When Sheriff Labrador saw that, he quickly chased after Mr. Pig and his police car.
Mr. Pig, it's dangerous to ride your bike so fast.
Sheriff Labrador, I was just going to the police station to look for you. My son is missing.
Mr. Pig tossed his bike aside and sat on the ground, slapping his head forcefully.
Oh dear! Oh dear! What should I do?
Mr. Pig, get up. Tell me, what happened?
I woke up this morning and discovered that my son is missing. I looked everywhere, inside and outside the house. My son!
What? Little Pig is missing. Mr. Pig, think carefully. Did anything special happen yesterday?
Let me think. Oh dear! I remember! Yesterday I had a quarrel with Hercules' cow at the gym. He even said hostilely that he was going to teach me a lesson. He must have kidnapped my son.
Sheriff Labrador and Mr. Pig went to Hercules' cow's house.
Sheriff Labrador, Mr. Pig, what's the matter?
Hercules' cow! Did you kidnap my son? Where did you hide him?
At the sight of Hercules' cow, Mr. Pig grabbed his collar angrily.
Hey! Mr. Pig, calm down. We're not sure of anything yet. Hercules' cow, where were you last night? What did you do?
I haven't even seen your son! After I came home from the gym yesterday, I found an especially interesting TV drama. I watched one episode after another, and I didn't sleep all night. Oh, I just finished the final episode.
Sheriff Labrador glanced at Hercules' cow, then touched the TV in his house.
Mr. Pig, Hercules' cow's eyes are bloodshot, and he looks very exhausted. The TV in his house is still hot, which means he just turned it off. It seems like he's telling the truth.
Then where's my son?
Mr. Pig was so anxious he was about to cry again. Sheriff Labrador held his chin when suddenly he noticed a big oil stain on Mr. Pig's shirt.
Mr. Pig, how did you get that oil stain on your shirt?
I got the stain when I was eating. Last night we ate at Happy Restaurant. We had a big meal and went home after that. I slept until just now. I haven't even changed my clothes.
Sheriff Labrador's dark, round eyes suddenly lit up.
Did you bring Little Pig to the restaurant with you?
Oh dear, that's right.
Mr. Pig slapped his forehead suddenly.
Oh no, it's me being goofy. I left my son at the restaurant.
Sheriff Labrador and Mr. Pig rushed to Happy Restaurant.
Mr. Pig, you're finally here. Oh, dear. Why did you leave your son here after your meal? I thought you'd be back shortly. We waited and waited until the sun came up.
When Chef Fox saw Mr. Pig, he pulled a long face and grumbled.
I'm so sorry, Chef Fox. Son, let's go home.
Mr. Pig, you can't be so muddle-headed next time.
Yes, I won't. Thank you, Sheriff Labrador.
Be safe on the way home.
Mr. Pig put Little Pig on the back of his bike. Suddenly, it began to rain.
Oh, Dad, it's raining.
It's all right. I have a raincoat.
Mr. Pig took his huge raincoat from the bicycle basket and put it on Little Pig, then pedaled home at top speed. Sheriff Labrador was horrified when he saw this. He quickly rushed forward.
Mr. Pig, stop! Danger!
Sheriff Labrador hadn't even stopped talking when Little Pig's raincoat got caught in the spokes of the bike wheel. With a thump, he fell off the bike. But Mr. Pig didn't realize what had happened, and he pedaled even faster.
Daddy, I fell, Daddy.
Sheriff Labrador helped Little Pig up. Luckily, Little Pig was strong, and he only got a scratch. Sheriff Labrador carried Little Pig into the police car and chased after Mr. Pig.
Stop! Mr. Pig, stop!
Sheriff Labrador, what's the matter?
Mr. Pig, where's your son?
He's on the back seat. Huh? Where's my son? Sheriff Labrador, I've lost my son again.
Mr. Pig, calm down. Little Pig is in my car. Mr. Pig, we need to have a serious talk. You can't let your child wear a raincoat that's too big for him. If the raincoat gets caught in the bike wheel, it can lead to injury.
Is that dangerous? Oh dear, I nearly harmed my son.
Mr. Pig, how about this? Why don't you leave your bike at the restaurant and I'll take you home?
Oh, okay then. Thank you, Sheriff Labrador.
Mini episode on safety. Woof!
Oh, my son!
Mommy!
Come, see the present Mommy has brought you.
Wow, what a cool raincoat. Mommy, this raincoat is very big.
Mommy brought you a bigger size on purpose so that you can still wear it when you grow bigger. Oh, today's raining. Come, I'll take you on a short bike ride around.
Mommy, I can't wear a raincoat that's too big or too long when I'm on the bike.
Little Pig is right. Wearing a raincoat that's too big or long when on a bike is very dangerous. Sheriff Labrador's Safety Talk. The rainy season is coming soon. A lot of animals will wear raincoats to go out. But you must pick raincoats that fit you, or they may get caught in bike wheels and chains and cause injuries. Please remember that. Woof!
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Where are Mr. Piggums and his son? One Monday morning, just after Sheriff Labrador had arrived at the Forestville police station, he noticed Mrs. Piggums hurriedly enter in.
Sheriff Labrador, I need your help. My husband and my son are missing. They disappeared on their way to kindergarten.
What? They're missing.
Mrs. Piggums described the situation, her eyes red from crying.
The teacher called me and asked why Little Piggums was absent today. But my husband drove Little Piggums to school an hour ago, so I've been calling him nonstop, but can't seem to get through. I'm worried sick.
Don't worry, Mrs. Piggums. There's no case that I can't solve. I will help you find Mr. Piggums and Little Piggums.
Sheriff Labrador's dark, round eyes glistened with a flash of light.
Let's check the traffic camera footage from your house to the kindergarten. Maybe we can find something useful. Mrs. Piggums, what does your car look like, and what's the license plate number?
Okay. It's a white car, and the license plate number is Pig-1039.
Sheriff Labrador immediately pulled the camera footage. And soon, they saw from the video that Mr. Piggums was driving his white car from the residential area to the kindergarten at a very high rate of speed.
Hold on. Here.
All of a sudden, Sheriff Labrador immediately pressed the pause button.
Look, when his car reached this point, it suddenly turned onto Piggums Street instead of turning left to go to the kindergarten. And then it just disappeared.
Oh! What in the world could have happened?
Don't worry, Mrs. Piggums. Let's go check out Piggums Street right now.
Sheriff Labrador and Mrs. Piggums rushed over to Piggums Street. Then they saw a warning sign at the intersection that read, "No entry, road work ahead." Next to the warning sign, a single white car sat parked off to the side, with its windows and doors open, but no animals inside.
This is my husband's car!
But where are Little Piggums and Mr. Piggums?
Mrs. Piggums plopped down on the ground, and her mind began to race with all sorts of terrible possibilities.
This is awful! They've probably been robbed and kidnapped!
Wait!
Sheriff Labrador furrowed his brow and looked around the car with a piercing gleam in his eyes.
There's no sign of damage on the outside of the car and no sign of struggle inside. Also, Mr. Piggums' wallet is still here. Looking at this scene, it does not appear that there was a robbery or a kidnapping. It's more like Mr. Piggums left the car here and hurried away with Little Piggums.
Huh? But why did my husband park his car here instead of taking Little Piggums to kindergarten? Little Piggums was already running late for class.
Running late?
Mrs. Piggums was on the verge of tears. Then a sudden thought seemed to occur to Sheriff Labrador. He quickly opened the map app on his phone.
Oh, yes! I got it. They can reach the kindergarten quickly if they cut through Piggums Street. Maybe Mr. Piggums took the shortcut to the kindergarten with Little Piggums to avoid being late.
Oh, that explains it!
Sheriff Labrador's dark round eyes glistened with a flash of light.
But this isn't good. The road ahead is closed due to construction work. Mr. Piggums and Little Piggums may have run into trouble on Piggums Street.
Sheriff Labrador asked Mrs. Piggums to call 911 immediately, and then he ran to Piggums Street instantly. The noise of backhoes at work grew louder and louder. Dust flying about the air caused Sheriff Labrador to cough nonstop. The construction crew was working hard, kicking up the dust in the air. Bulldozers and backhoes clanged. Sheriff Labrador quickly waved at the construction team, asking them to halt.
Stop! Stop work now, please!
Sheriff Labrador, what's wrong?
This is a working construction site! It's dangerous here!
Oh, Sheriff Labrador, why are you here?
Sheriff Labrador quickly explained the situation, and the workers volunteered to help find Mr. Piggums and Little Piggums.
Mr. Piggums! Mr. Piggums!
Little Piggums!
Little Piggums!
Mr. Piggums! Mr. Piggums!
Help! Help! Please help us! Ah!
Just then, Sheriff Labrador heard a faint cry.
It's Mr. Piggums and Little Piggums.
Come on! Over here!
They ran in the direction of the sound and at last saw two animals clinging to each other in a large pit. It was Mr. Piggums and Little Piggums. Both were covered in dust and dirt, looking as if they had been rolling in a mud puddle. Unfortunately, Mr. Piggums' mobile phone took a tumble and broke, so they hadn't been able to phone for help.
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
With everyone lending a hand to aid the rescue effort, Mr. Piggums and Little Piggums were safely helped out of the pit. Mr. Piggums cried aloud, tears streaming down his cheeks like flowing rivers. He took everyone's hands in turn and expressed his appreciation.
Thank you! Oh, thank you, guys! And Sheriff Labrador! Without you, Little Piggums and I would...
Dad! I was so scared!
It's okay, Little Piggums. You're all right now. Mr. Piggums, it is dangerous to cross through areas under construction. Please never do that again, especially when you have your child with you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Mini episode on safety. Woof!
No way! There's a huge traffic jam ahead. We've been stuck here for an hour already. I can't wait any longer. Jeez, I'm done waiting. Come on, son, let's take a shortcut across Piggums Street nearby. Even though it's under construction, it'll save us some time.
Don't do it, Mr. Jack! It's dangerous to cross areas and roads under construction. Never, ever try it. Just the other day, I took a shortcut across Piggums Street with my son, and we both fell into a pit.
Huh? Is it really that dangerous?
No kidding, Mr. Jack. Time to learn safety with Sheriff Labrador. In areas under construction, large pieces of equipment such as road rollers, concrete mixers, and excavators are often at work on site. This kind of site is generally filled with danger. On top of that, the ground is very uneven. It is very easy to experience a fall or other accident. Kids, never cross through areas under construction.